like a Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into an episode of the Wonderkid Show live. What is good, everybody? I'm your host, Nitro. Hopefully everybody is having a good morning. Let me say good morning to everybody in the chat before we even get started. A lot to get into today. Dex Q said we back. Good morning, bro. How you doing? Easy G3, what up? We in here. Stacy, always a pleasure to have you. Hello, good morning. King Blaze, yo. It's me, what's that? About time. I'm here, man, I'm here. Have no fear. Nitro is here. Right? Ashley Royalty, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Thank you for being here with us. Jared, what up, what up, what up? What's up, bro? We in here, man. Robbie Peg, good morning, good morning. Hashtag Fire Harbaugh. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. User, what up? Delvon's in the building. JR, good morning, good morning. Hopefully everyone's doing good. All right, guys. Listen, man, let me make sure I say this, okay? Ty the Artist, what up, what up? Nick Love, what up? Brandon Tillman, what up? Thank you for being here. So, during this game that we played, the debacle that was the letdown of the Ravens' tumultuous season, there were a few plays, right, that had happened that encapsulate, and I said this on my last video yesterday, but encapsulated this season. And it's not like they weren't amazing, but they are absolutely breathtaking plays. But when you slow down the play, when you start to see how that play and why that certain play was made, then you start to understand that this has been the Ravens in a microcosm, and it doesn't look like they're even going to change. The coaches that were let go, they're going to be let go, have already been let go, and Harbaugh stands. EDC is not blameless in this. He is too. And we're going to go over a couple things today, right? Before we do, I'm going to show you something, right? I think I showed it yesterday, but I want to show you again because I didn't show it on the live. I want y'all to read this, right? This is from the center from the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Linderbaum, the one that everybody says they want to get paid. Well, we have to pay him, right? Says, Linderbaum called Lamar Jackson the most electrifying player in the NFL. Shoot, this is a quote. I cut a nose guard loose, and he slipped out of it, and he threw the ball 80 yards for a touchdown. That's the Baltimore Ravens. I get it. Some people are going to say, he's admitting to his fault. No. That mindset of, I just cut him loose against him, and he just made something happen, that mentality has been plaguing this team from top to bottom, from the owner to the GM to the head coach to the coordinators to the players to the fans, all the way to the media. This is what is the problem with the Baltimore, not Lamar Jackson, the problem with the Baltimore Ravens. You see, when the Patriots used to come out of the hall, back in the days of Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, you know what's always been said? You know what 3 words kept coming up no matter what iteration of the Patriots you were in? As long as Bill Belichick and Tom Brady were there, they were together for over 20 years, right? You know what? You know what 3 words kept coming up? Do your job. Those 3 words were everywhere when it came to the Patriots. Everywhere. And it seems like those 3 words are nowhere in Baltimore. And I want to make sure that I say this too. I know people got favorites. I know people got people that they love on the team, favorite players and everything else like that. But we're going to spade a spade. I, of course, I understand that you said Nitro, why was only allowed to benefit from 36 carries from Henry, but as soon as 8 came back, it was only 20 carries. The second half of the game is why Henry didn't get much touches. If you remember, we got penalized a lot in that third quarter. That's what made Derek, because what it was doing is, okay, if Lamar ran or Derek ran, we get down to, it's like a 6-7 yard pickup, then they'd be like, no. False start. Illegal formation. Holding. And it knocks it back to 1st and 15 or 1st and 20. And now okay, so they did it a couple times. If you noticed in the game, they ran Derrick Henry on 1st and 20 more than once in this game, and he picked up like 3 yards. 2nd and 17. Then he might try to run again. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. It's not a bad pickup because in usual standpoint, that's a decent pickup. But because you still got a whole tip over 10 yards to go, it makes no sense. We were bombarded with flags in that second half of that game. The Ravens gave up almost 100 yards in flags. Y'all know that, right? That's why he wasn't using much. Remember, they were using them heavily in the first half. And then the penalties started happening frequently, knocking us back, stalling drives. And it was over after that. This has been my problem with this team, guys. And I want you to understand what I mean by do your job. Just like the kicker that missed, I'm going to show you. There's actually a video of him talking about a 44-yard kick that he would win and all this type of stuff like that. Oh, don't worry. You're going to see a video of it when it comes down. I got a video coming on the Wunderkind Show for it. But you work out 5 toes, 1 foot, 1 leg. That's what you work out. You have one job. Kicker can't do his job. Both guards, Ronnie Stanley, couldn't do their jobs. The defense, except for Kyle Hamilton and Travis Jones, didn't and couldn't do their job. The defensive coordinator didn't do his job. The head coach didn't do his job. That's a fundamental problem. And I heard someone say, oh, Luke played good all season. Luke led the league in penalties on kickoffs. Y'all know that, right? And also missed every kick from 50 yards and beyond. Oh, but he made these ones, he made these other ones, though. I think he only missed like 1. It's like, and we're in an NFL right now where kickers are kicking from the 60. We have a kicker that you pretty much want it to be below 45 yards. 45 yards and below is what you want when he's kicking. And if he's kicking with the game on the line, you want it 30 yards and below. You have guards that refuse to even put a hand on the opposing team. Like, these are things that, and mind you, I get it. You know, people are going to say, well, Nitro, there's more excuses. No. I'm going to show y'all something, right? I showed this yesterday. I'm going to show it to y'all. Check this out real quick. Y'all remember this play? When this play happened, everybody and their mama bit their tongue. Because nobody could believe. They were like, bro, there's no way that he just did that. And I was surprised, like, oh my God, Lamar again on 3rd and 4 to make a play like that. Now, I need you guys, I'm going to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys watching this right now saw that play and said, Lamar Jackson's amazing? Oh my God, what a play. That needs to be on the highlight reel, right? Right? You said Loop is a rookie, man. I'm not going to get on this case. I remember when people did. Zay has been fumbling still. He's been batting the ball into the air still. See, I get it. That's why I said I get it, right? But excellence, you have to have a standard that you can't go below. This is why I don't hate Zay Flowers. I hope Zay Flowers gets paid. But I don't want him to be my number 1 receiver. I want him to be my number 2. So we're clear. Like, Zay's not a 1 to me. At best, he's a 2. Drizzy, what up? And Happy New Year to you too, bro. Now, back on subject, right? So I'm going to show you. I'm breaking this down now. I want y'all to see something. Check this out. This is from the back. Pause. Right? Look at this. Look at this. I want y'all to see what I'm looking at. We're going to do it again. Hike. Look how fast. I want to show you. Look how fast. 56 was unblocked. 56 was totally unblocked. Falele let that 90 whatever guy right by him. Look at him. He went right by Falele. Hold on. Look at this. This man Falele is just standing. Now, that's within, hike 1. Where as soon as you said hike and you got the ball, because you know Lamar goes, penny, hike. Ball comes here, you look up, 1 Mississippi. They're already there. Matter of fact, this should have been a strip sack. If anything, most Raven fans would have said in this predicament to throw the ball away. Mind you, on 3rd and 4, to throw that ball away. Have we not heard them say that? But once again, because you have a guy named Lamar Jackson, that play is not over. It should be over. 99.9% of the quarterbacks, if they get hit by like that, the play is over. See where I'm coming from? And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Check it. Guys, please don't cussing at each other. I always tell y'all, keep it respectful, please. Check this out. Look. Now, I want you to check right here. Look at that. And if you watch it, they're punching at the ball. If Lamar would have fumbled the ball right here, y'all would have blamed Lamar Jackson. If he would have got hurt right here, you would have blamed Lamar Jackson. If this was anything else instead of a positive play, you would have blamed Lamar Jackson. Look at Falele looking back. Look at Falele looking back, bro. Look at that. Hold on. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Somehow like this. Now watch. Now, you see how they're running? They're like, oh, he got out. They're still looking at he got out. I want to show you something real quick. Look at Falele. Bro, I can't, bro. I can't. I'm telling you, I can't. Look at this man. Still ain't trying to touch nobody. He still ain't trying to touch nobody. Now check this out. Watch. He just swipes at him from a distance. The only person that stood up was Emery. Emery was the only lineman to hold his block. The only one. Everybody else, no bueno. Look at Emery doing whatever it could to buy Lamar Jackson as much time as possible. You see where 77 is? I want you to show you. Look at his hands. Watch his hands right here. Watch. Did it look like he touched anybody? He did nothing. He did nothing. Now, this goes back to what I was telling y'all before. Right? Go back to what I was telling you before. They've been seeing this. There's no way you haven't been seeing stuff like this all season long. You've been seeing play like that and you've just allowed it. So if you're not correcting it, you're allowing it. That's coaching. And that bad of a player, knowing he's that bad, that's also team building. GM. Donovan Carter with his first donation of the day. I've already kind of accepted Harbaugh still being here next season. But if they don't do the bare minimum and fire Orr into the sun, I'm going to roast marshmallows over my Ravens gear. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Because Orr was terrible. Mind you, I feel like Orr has potential. But Dean Pease, to overlook whatever he's doing, to do certain things, have stunted his growth as a coordinator. He has to get away from Harbaugh to truly flourish. Just being real. What you saw was Dean Pease. That's the defense y'all saw. Any Raven fan that's watched Dean Pease call football, that's what you saw. And bad tackling. That's what you saw. Best Nation donation, bro. Thank you so much for that, Donovan Carter. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. I'm going to let this play finish. Look. Thank God Zay turned upfield, because if not, there was nobody else open. Oh my gosh. And then of course, then you see this. My bad. I wanted to make sure I get that. Hold on. I want you to understand something on this too. Right? Dean Pease has been trash. I want you to see this. See this catch? I want you to see how difficult that catch was. That's why I got this angle for it. What other player on this team can make that catch? Name him. Say it. Chat, I'm asking you. Chat, what other player can make, look at that catch. What other player on this team can make that catch? Last night, when I had asked Coach, he said DeAndre Hopkins. I said DeAndre Hopkins can't move fast enough to get to that position to make that play. He has the hands to make that play. He has the toughness to make that play. But I don't think he has the speed no more to get to that spot. Mind you, Tez isn't big enough to make that play. Coach said Hopkins too. This is a high ball. This is Isaiah Likely fully extended. Isaiah Likely like 6'4". And he got hops. Fully extended. So for the GM, this player wasn't re-signed. But the guy who contributed nothing was re-signed. I want to show y'all something, right? So y'all understand where I'm coming from. Because sometimes you guys are calling out the foolishness wholeheartedly before there's changes, right? This is why I said both of them. You know that I didn't say when I said both. I'm going to read off some numbers for you, okay? Here are these numbers. 5, 2, 91, 30, 22, 24, 34, 22, 14, 32, 9, 47, 9, 18, 21, 28, 14. Do you know what those low numbers are? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what those numbers I just read off is? Hot chat. Does anybody know what those numbers are? Well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you what you're going to know. Those numbers I just read off are the receiving yards for the big-time tight end Mark Andrews that was just re-signed for this season. I repeat, just so you understand where I'm coming from. From the first game on, 5 yards for the first game, 2 for the second, 91 for the third, 30, 22, 24, 34, 22, 14, 32, 9, 47, 9, 18, 21, 28, 14. Yesterday he had 14 yards, 2 receptions. The longest play yesterday for Mark Andrews was 8 yards. No touchdowns. So what do? You sign him over, mind you, once again, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, the Ravens do this to knock down guys. When it's time to score, when the Ravens have to score, when they have to have a play made, don't you notice that likely's on the field for every time? During the Bills game, when they kept going to Mark and Mark and Mark, when the game was on the line, oh, we need this drive, wasn't likely on the field? Didn't likely was the one that caught that touchdown? Even after Mark Andrews knocked him down to try to get him out, to stop him from scoring, didn't he still score? This is what I'm talking about. But you re-sign him, and he gives you that level of production. Both of them have to go. They both have to go. This is absolutely ridiculous. Thank God for him, man, making that play. Let me see something. I wanted to check this real quick. I know I'd seen this other part on here. Look at, bro. This guy got called in a hole from 77. Rosengarten got beat. 77 got beat. Are y'all seeing this? Oh my gosh. That was almost a strip sack. Look how close that was for being a strip sack. They could have called holding on Falele. And just to let y'all know, the Steelers rushed 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys. At the line of scrimmage, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 20-something was chipping. And they still got home. Look at how close he is to that. If a half a second, Lamar Jackson, that's a strip sack. Y'all see it now when you can slow it down to let y'all see just how magical 8 is and how much he covers up for this team? 77 could have got called for the hold, and then Rosengarten gave it up almost immediately. Almost immediately. Look at this. Look at that. Hey! Like, bro, this can't be life, bro. Bro. Like, look. That should have been a strip sack. And they would have blamed Lamar saying he held the ball too long. TJ Watt's already there. He's there. I'm really going over to shut you guys to show. Look at this. Then he hits him. So when I tell y'all that these guys were not doing their job, they weren't even put in the position to do their job. They're not good enough to even make this team, a lot of the guys that I'm stating, but still allowed to start. Still allowed to start. It's ridiculous. 7 guys are blocking. 6 are blocking. 1 of them are chipping. Then you have an extra guy chipping, and they still got home. Like, bro, I can't, bro. This is why I be getting mad, bro. This is why I be in my feelings sometimes, bro. Zelly tonight for the $5 donation. Likely proves how desperately a big body receiver is needed. He can't be the only one on this team who can high point the ball like this. Hashtag fire everybody. Fire everybody. I promise you, Horace, Kansas City will offer him more than that. They're going to offer him more than that. Chris, the reason why we can't move on yet, for one, the playoffs hasn't even started. The playoffs hasn't even started. What you're seeing is just how inept this team is. What you are seeing is a whole bunch of guys that have gotten paid and decided not to do their jobs. What you are seeing is coaches that have refused to coach up their teams. What you've seen is general managers that have refused to properly build a team. And everything is on one man to make it work. I'm not wallowing. I'm calling out their foolishness. Best Nation donation. Thank you so much for that, Zelly. How could you be a consistent offense if you can't consistently run block or pass pro? And that's my problem too. Why I didn't want to keep Mark Andrews, right? Because I said that Mark Andrews on the team is stealing opportunities from Isaiah Likely. If Mark is off the squad, Likely gets all those targets. He gets all those opportunities to make play after play after play. Jonathan Carter with a $5 donation. That line is like a team full of Marlows letting Glizzy slip through the cracks. Ah! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! No. Bro, wildin'. Yo. Donovan, what's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you, my guy? Bro, this man really said this, bro. Yo. The coaching staff is supernatural level of incompetence. This man really said that, bro. Pause. Well, if there's ever a time to say pause, oh my gosh. Pause. Yo, Donovan, what be wrong with you, bro? Like, nah, time out. Donovan really be sitting there just be coming up with this stuff. Bro, yo, my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why, bro, I did the same thing. This man came out of the... Yo. Yo, let me hold on, John. I gotta take a picture of that. Hold on, we taking a picture of that. Oh my gosh. Yo, this man has no chill, bro. None. Dr. Corey, what's wrong with you, man? Best nation donation, bro. Oh my gosh. I can't even respond to that. Yo, this man wildin', bro. Yo, I'm sorry, guys. My bad. He called me, bro. Glizzy slipping through the cracks is nasty work, bro. Yo, this man said the Ravens know what's wrong with me. Yo, bro. Yo. Hey, yo. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you get my eyes like watering, bro. Yo, this man's wild. Diamond Carter, shout out to you, bro. Best nation donation, bro. But yeah, this team has been laughable. My thing is like this. You can't let go at Likely. You have to package. Bateman is not what we thought he was going to be. Bateman and Mark Andrews need to be a package deal for somebody. It's that easy. Package away Bateman. Package away Mark Andrews. Get them off the team. They're taking away opportunities from players that can better the team. Tez Walker needs more opportunities. DeAndre Hopkins needs more opportunities. Falele, he needs to go. Package all three of them to go. Jerry with a $5 donation. Nitro Nick Wright said Lamar Jackson is officially a depreciating asset yesterday. Oh, I'm going to watch it. I'm actually going to, because now we have all this time. I might end up watching it. Yo, send me the link for that, Jared. You know how to send it to me. Send me that link. I'll watch it. I'll comment on it too. Send it to me, please. Please. Best nation donation. Thank you so much for that, Jared. World class. If Likely is gone, he's going to the Chiefs. We cannot let that happen. We cannot let that. I'm telling y'all. If Likely goes to the Chiefs, it's Kelsey 2.0. Y'all gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, you see? You see? And we're gonna be stuck with Andrews, and I'm gonna be like, you see? You see? Likely gonna be making highlight play after highlight play. People gonna be like, the Ravens had this on their team and couldn't get him the ball. Then the answer's gonna be coming up. Why weren't the Ravens targeting him? Why weren't they giving him opportunities? And watch the excuse from Harbaugh, you know, we don't play for stats. We don't play for those things. Like I said before, you know, if you play for those things, we'll enjoy lining up against you. And he will be on the opposing team lighting up this garbage secondary that we have. Mind you, Freiermuth ate up our secondary pause. Gainwell ate up our secondary pause. All the running backs ate up our secondary pause. They're not even receivers, and they did our secondary dirty like that. So what do you think is going to happen if Isaiah Likely and they already got, mind you, they already got their pseudo Tyreek Hill with that speed, right? And Worthy. And they got Marquise Hollywood Brown for the third receiver. And that's not including what's his name that they also got as a possession receiver who's really good too. Then you're also going to you can tie in Isaiah Likely to take over for Kelsey. Like, bro, man, look at here, bro. What up, coach? 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 What up, gangsta? Yeah. Glad you in here, man. Glad you in here. This man said, let's say, I'm crashing out Nitro if that happens. Thank you, Ash. Because I'm crashing out if that happens too. Like, real talk. Chef Spicy Rice, yes, he will get a ring with the Chiefs. The Chiefs will have their star for the next 5-6 years from the tight end position, and he's going to put up numbers. I'm talking 1,300, 1,400, 1,500 yards, maybe even 1,600, 1,700 yards receiving seasons. And y'all going to have your mouth just like this. And I'm going to be like, no. Remember when y'all said we need to re-sign that bum named Mark Andrews? Don't say nothing now. Keep that same energy, everybody. And you know I'm not going to let you forget. You know I'm not. Likely is one of them guys. This is what the same thing I said with Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill was a wide receiver coming in when he was a rookie, second year, he wouldn't have developed on the Ravens. Tyreek Hill became Tyreek Hill because Andy Reid allowed him to flourish, to show what he can do. The Ravens would have never given him an opportunity to do any of that. Never. They would have used him one way, and they want to use him on jet sweeps and to go deep once or twice a game. That's it. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody, we need to get rid of EDC. Reg T said trade Andrews, trade Flowers, trade Bateman, trade Marlin, trade Roquan, sign Diab. Now you can't trade Flowers. Flowers is by far your best receiver. So you can't let him go. Best case, give him the franchise tag him to me, then try to work out something later. That's what I would do with him. Marlin can go. Roquan can go. Bateman can go. Falele can go. Voorhees can go. Who else can go? There's a couple people that can just go. $39 million a year for Zay Flowers is happening. No one's giving him that much, but I can see someone trying to give him $29 million, $28 million a year. 5 years for $85 million. How much does that come up to per? Hold on. That's $17 million a year. He's not going to do it, bro. He's not going to do it. Zay Flowers ended. Hold on. Just so y'all understand where I'm coming from. Zay Flowers ended last season with 1,200 yards receiving. 86 receptions, 1,200 yards, 14 yards a pop with 5 touchdowns and a 64-yard long. Those are Zay Flowers' numbers. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. And for his first 3 seasons in the league, he's over 3,000 yards. Well over 3,000 yards. Making sure I do everything. 1059 plus. Making sure I do the math on this. Was it 858. Zay Flowers for his career has 3,128 yards in 3 seasons. He's averaging over 1,000 yards a season. He went from 858 to 1,059 to 1,211. Yes, could I name 20 receivers better than him? Yes. But here's the thing. None of those guys are available. None of them. None of them. So you have to resign Zay. I agree, you have to pay him. I would like to pay Zay, but I don't want paying Zay stopping them from getting a true number 1. Now, do I think maybe Walker could be a number 1 eventually? I don't know. But he should be given the opportunity to be that between him and Zay. Put him and Zay as your 2 starting wide receivers. DeAndre Hopkins as your 3rd. Everybody is out after that. Name 20 of them. Tyreek is not washed. Tyreek, just don't do that. Tyreek Hill is not washed. Stop it. Tyreek Hill is not washed at all. At all. Tyreek Hill is not washed. 20, he should have, last year he should have had 1,000 yards. He had 959, but he got hurt. I think he missed like 3 games. Something of that effect. But we're talking about, bro, Tyreek Hill is not washed. I'll take Tyreek. That's crazy. Someone told me to, okay, hold on. Let's go do this, right? Someone told me to name the 20. Well, I named 20. Did this before with Coach. I'll do it again now. This is, mind you, I'm going to say this again. This is not disrespect to Zay Flowers. I'm just putting it into perspective. Now, guys, would you take Zay Flowers or Jackson Smith and Jigba? So that's, are you taking Zay over him? JSN? Yes or no? Yes or no? Zay or JSN? Come on, Chad, let me see you. Zay or JSN? I'm going JSN. Puka Nacua or Zay? I'm going Nacua. Pickens or Zay? Going Pickens. Chase, Jamar Chase or Zay? Going Chase. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Zay? Going St. Brown. Right? Nico Collins or Zay? Going Nico Collins. CeeDee Lamb or Zay? Going CD. Justin Jefferson or Zay? I'm going Jefferson. Sorry. Sutton. Cortland Sutton or Zay? I'm going Sutton. Devontae Smith or Zay? I'm going Smith. A.J. Brown or him? I'm going A.J. Brown. McLaurin or him? I'm going McLaurin. Drake London or him? I'm going Drake London. T. Higgins or him? I'm going T. Higgins. I'm picking Tyreek Hill over him, letting you know that now. How am I tripping? You said CeeDee Lamb is not better than Zay Flowers? Oh my God. You got it, bro. CeeDee Lamb is not over Zay Flowers? And you got Zay over Higgins? Bro, all right, y'all got it. I can't even argue. Okay. Y'all said Higgins. Y'all said Zay over Higgins, bro. I can't, bro. I can't, bro. Now you trolling me right now, Iowa Horse. I know you trolling me, bro. I know you trolling me right now. There is no way these men just said CD or Zay is over CeeDee Lamb. Okay. Higgins is a 1 on any other team. On almost any other team. I'd pick DJ Moore over Zay Flowers also. Real talk. So what is Zay, like 16, 17? Oh! DK Metcalf or Zay. Which one on that one? I forgot him too. So I might have more like 17. Because I picked DK over Zay. Did I even name Olave, Chris Olave, or Garrett Wilson? And I'm picking both of them over Zay. See what I'm saying? I be saying with a $5 donation. Let me go back up there, bro. Just checking in. Will you throw a hate watch party for the Steelers? Texans game. We need to be avenged. Yeah, I'll be there, bro. Don't worry. I'm going to still be live for those games. Listen, if I want a team to win, I said it on Coach's channel, I would rather the Seahawks or the Eagles take it. One of those two teams. I don't want no team in the AFC winning. And if I have a team to pick, it's the Eagles or the Seahawks. Real talk. Thank you so much for that. I be saying best station donation. We will be live. Don't worry about it, bro. I forgot about Malik Neighbors. Oh my God, I forgot about Malik Neighbors. Thank you. I forgot about Neighbors too. I take Zay over Brian Thomas. I take Zay over Brian Thomas. I would take Zay. But Malik Neighbors is also better than, forgot about him too. See what I'm saying? So Coach, okay. So then you take around what I said before. 20. How is that nasty work, Iowa Horse? Come on now, bro. I'm not taking Marvin Harrison Jr. over Zay. I'm not. Marvin Harrison Jr., he has all of the talent, but he can't put it together. Zay is top 6 for you right now? Zay is top 6.
Finish him, Daddy.
No, bro. Bro. Y'all talking crazy this morning, man. No, bro. No. Listen, I love Zay Flowers. I don't want him to go anywhere else. But, y'all think Zay Flowers is better than the people that I just named? Right now, I mean, Zay over Mike, I take Mike. Mike Evans this year was injured a lot, but Mike Evans has been the model of consistency. He's 6'6", can get deep on anybody, has hands, reliable hands, can go across the middle. Like, this man said Emeka Egbuka is better than him too. That one's splitting hairs. I take Zay over Emeka Egbuka. I'll take Zay over him. But that still puts him at around 20, where I would have him. Coach had him around 15. I had him around 20. Bro, hold on. We're going to count this out. JSN, for me, we're going to count this out. JSN, Puka Nacua, Pickens, Chase, St. Brown, Chris Olave, 6. Nico makes 7. CeeDee Lamb makes 8. Justin Jefferson makes 9. Cortland Sutton makes 10. Devontae Smith makes 11. A.J. Brown makes 12. Malik Neighbors makes 13. Tyreek Hill makes 14. Waddle makes 15. Drake London makes 16. DK Metcalf makes 17. T. Higgins makes 18. A.J. Brown makes 19. DJ Moore makes 20. Nico Collins, you don't think they're coming back? No, bro. No. Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me. You don't think Nico Collins is better than Zay Flowers? You don't think Nico Collins is better than Zay Flowers? You don't think Nico Collins is better than Zay Flowers? Time out. Now, we got to talk about this now. You don't think Nico Collins is better than Zay Flowers? Y'all are wilding, bro. Wilding. Y'all got it. All right. Professor walked down with a $2 donation. In all fairness, they'd ask for Hollywood and Zay. Yes, and Zay's a great player. I don't want to say, but to me, Zay is a number 2. He's not a 1. Zay to me is a 2. Like, I would like to see Zay with, like, Pickens. That to me is dangerous. Nico Collins with Zay. Dangerous. You see how the Texans were using Nico Collins and Tank Dell? That's how you're supposed to use Zay and another big body receiver. Best Nation donate. Thank you so much for that, Professor Walk Down. I can't tell when Taurus is trolling me, bro. Nico is not better than Zay, man. It's all good. We have opinion, but I'm not accepting malarkey. Bro, how is that malarkey? Yo, I'm going to put out, you know what I'm going to do? You know what? Shout out to y'all. Because listen, that's true. We're all not going to agree on everything. We all have opinions. I'm going to put out a graph. And I'm going to put out a question. Is Zay better than each player that we just said? And we're going to see where that lands. Because I want to see what everybody else thinks about this. Because I don't think I'm crazy. Zay, to me, is number 21 in the league in wide receivers. Which, I mean, the league has a lot of great receivers. Like, Tyreek Hill and Waddle are great receivers. Higgins and Chase are great receivers. Justin Jefferson's a great receiver. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry's a great receiver. This man said malarkey nitro. Malarkey. Don't you do that to me, man. Don't you do that to me. Ah! Don't you do that to me. Oh, you better not do that to me, man. Yo, I'm going to do it, bro, and then we'll do it live. That's what I'm going to do, bro. That's what I'm going to do, bro. I like it. Listen, we have a lot of fair time, right? We're going to do that. We're going to do a poll. That's what I kept saying. That's the word I was looking for, a poll. We'll do a poll. We'll bring the poll to a live. Y'all like that idea? I think Coach said he had him like 15 also. Y'all think Zay's better than Waddle? We're going to do a poll. I got you. I got to set it up today. All right, guys, I got you. I like this. I told y'all, when we do this channel, listen, let me tell you this right now. I said this before. The Wunderkind Morning Show, we're not going to agree on everything. We're not. I like the back and forth, and I say this is good conversation. We'll do a poll. Oh, Coach, I just named 20, though. Right? And then we'll do a poll, and we'll settle it there. It's cool. We don't have to agree on everything, guys. Everybody's being respectful. We're having disagreements. That's what this is, right? And I like it. No, I'm not just saying. Yo, Iron Horse is trolling me right now, bro. This man said, y'all just saying players. Listen, that's why I receive. Yo, Iron Horse, bro. Yo, man. All right, we gonna do this. We definitely doing this poll, bro. We gotta get this poll in, bro. We gonna do this poll. I like it. Dre Day with a $2 donation. How do you think Zay would look with the Chiefs? He wouldn't get the same amount of targets he gets on the Ravens. He would not get the same amount of targets he gets on the Ravens. I'm telling you that right now. He would not get the same amount of targets that he gets on the Ravens on the Chiefs. He would not. The way how he be fumbling the ball, tipping the ball up in the air, Andy Reid don't play those games. Andy Reid do not play those games. The same thing I said when Hollywood Brown got 1,000 yards here. Has he had 1,000 yards since? He played with Kyler Murray. He played with what's it called? Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't had 1,000 yards since. His best season's on the Ravens because they're considered the number one receiver while they're here. So they're getting a lot of targets. Don't act like they're not getting targets. They're getting targets. Best Nation donation, Dre Day. Thank you so much for that, bro. Best Nation donation. All right, hold on. We can go to that too. Let me go check that out. Let me go back. I like what you said right there, Zay. We're going to check that out real quick. Let's check that out. Zay Flowers had 118 targets. That's actually really efficient. Super efficient. Jay Williams on Detroit had 102 with 1,100 yards. Who had less targets than Zay? Let's go targets. Zay Flowers had 118. CeeDee Lamb had 117. Devontae Adams had 114. Devontae Smith had 113. Drake London had a 112. Pittman had 111. Diggs had 102. Bijan Robinson had 103 targets. What the heck? Bro, I did not know Bijan Robinson had 820 receiving yards. I did not know that. Waddle had 100. DK had 99. T. Higgins had 98. Zay is to the Ravens like Xavier Worthy is to the Chiefs. A couple of them are below 1,000. Half of them are above. Half of them are below. So A.J. Brown's at 1,000. Nico Collins, who had less, is at, or two more, at 1,100. CeeDee Lamb's at 117. He had 1,000. Devontae Smith is at 1,000. Mind you, they didn't play the last game of the season either. They missed games. Like CeeDee Lamb only played in 14 games. Drake London only played in 12. So this is what I'm talking about. Zay Flowers played in 17 games. Nico Collins played in 15. AJ Brown played in 15. 15. Sorry, guys, my voice still strained from yesterday. A lot of them didn't play in most of the games. T. Higgins only played in 15. Metcalf only played in 15. Bro, this man JR says C-Mac a better receiver than Zay. Nah. Don't do that to me. Who are you picking Zay over? Deebo Samuel? Zay is easily over Deebo Samuels. Easily. Bro, Chef Spicy Rice, I did not know he had 800. Let me go look at Bijan real quick. That's incredible. Because that's a lot of targets, bro. Like, and I get the checkdowns, but darn. 100. And he had 14. So Bijan had 1,400 yards rushing and 820 yards receiving. Yikes. Dang. Bro, that is crazy. That is a crazy season for him. That is crazy work. That's crazy work, bro. This man had 79 receptions for 820 yards. Bro, in 1,400 yards? Give me Gainwell over Zay. He could play running back too. JR, bro, you're the opposite. See, this is what I'm saying. JR is the opposite of of I Have Horse. This man said, you see what Gainwell did to us? Stop it. Bro, JR trolling, bro. He trolling hard, bro. That's next level, though. JR, salute you, bro. That's next level trolling. That man's hopping Gainwell over. You see what he did to us? Yo, my God. No, I can't with y'all, bro. See, this is why I love this channel. Bro, oh my gosh, the trolling on both sides. Bro, oh my gosh. This man said, Game was better than Zay. Look what he did to us. And the hard part about that is, it's like, he's not lying. He cooked us. He cooked everybody on the defensive side of the ball. Has a running back, and then they issued him out as a wide receiver. That's nasty work, bro. Oh, I know we're just having some fun. I know. We know. That's what makes it funny. That's what I'm saying. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Man, I love you guys. Man, y'all make me smile sometimes, bro. This show be making me smile, bro. Oh, my gosh. Man, that just reminds me of when Nacho said Zay Flowers is a top 10 wide receiver. Yup, Jared. Like, listen, Zay is nice. I don't want anybody ever say that Zay is not nice. Zay is nice. But he had physical limitations. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. See, and it's still a really, really good receiver, yes. But if I'm saying the elite, like that's what I try to tell everybody, the elite is the elite from my eyes. Like, the elite is cut from a different cloth. Like, just because Justin Jefferson didn't have all those receiving yards this year, are you thinking that a lot of these receivers are better than Justin Jefferson? No! Oh my gosh, y'all made me laugh, guys. Oh my, I gotta do the poll. This is amazing. This is amazing content. We gotta do a poll. We're going to do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll, and we're gonna make this, and we're gonna do a live off of it. I promise you. I gotta write down all the names, and I'm gonna do the polls, put out poll. And so when it's up, we'll do a live off of it. Okay, guys? Listen, man. Thank y'all so much. But that's another episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Man, what an amazing morning with you guys. Happy Tuesday. Y'all know how we end every single show. we end with a little bit of nostalgia trivia or questions, right? Now, this one's kind of a throwback. Okay, guys, it's a question. Not trivia on this one. This one's a question. Now, if you were allowed to go back to when you were 13 years old, I repeat, if you were allowed to de-age and you would be 13 years old, there was a mass problem, like let's say an alien squadron attacking the world, right? Which one of these four are you picking to help you defeat the enemy? I need to know. Let me know. Let's talk about it. Which one of these four are you picking?
4,
Digivice,
6,
Power Morpher,
2,
Omnitrix, Mask. Which one are you picking?
1.
Man said I was 13 in 1920. Listen, man. Listen. I personally, for me, I can only pick two. I thought there was between two of them. The other two I would love, but if you know comics, you're not picking the Mask. If you know comic books in the Mask, you're not picking the Mask. Like, for me personally, I'm picking a Morpher. Because if I pick a Morpher, that means I have access to Zords. Right? Megazords. That means I can probably contact Ninjor, get upgrades, power upgrades, and all that type of stuff like that. I'd pick either the Power Morpher or the Omnitrix. The Mask is evil, bro. It's an evil entity. The people in the comic books for the Mask, if you put that on, it kills you pretty much. It kills you. It eats away at your mind. And then you die a gruesome death. So I'm not trying to die at 13. So that's a no for me. Digivice is amazing, but we're not in the digital world. No, to me, Omnitrix and the Morpher, to me, can do the most damage. Omnitrix is crazy, but I'm a Power Ranger guy. I grew up on Power Rangers. Give me the Power Ranger with my Megazords, my power. The Gold Zeo Ranger, yes! Yes! Pyramidas, yes! That's actually my favorite. That's my favorite Power Ranger. The Gold Zeo Ranger. Second is the Green Ranger. Third is the White Ranger. But my favorite Ranger of all time is the Gold Zeo Ranger. I love the Gold. And if you know, his sign, which is 6 points for the 6th Ranger, there's a kanji for king. Because in over there in Japan, where it's made, he was called King Ranger. He was the King Ranger. He wasn't known as the Gold Ranger. So I just let y'all know that. That is, bro, listen, if you grew up if you were in the 80s going into the 90s, every kid wanted to at least one time to go, it's morphin' time. Like, bro, I'm picking morphin'. I can't hate anybody that picks Omnitrix, though. I get it. Let me go back and see what other people are saying. The Norse god of mischief, Christian like to equate him to Satan. Yep. Let me go and see what everybody picked. Nightmare picked Ben 10. World Class picked The Mask. King Blaze picked Ben 10. IF4 said Ben 10 easy. Bosif Bostar said Omnitrix. The Ravens guy said Mask. King Blaze said Ben 10. Omnitrix. Flex Zone, that's my guy. Power Rangers all day, baby. Yeah. Neuro said Mask. JR said Mask. Ty the Artist said Mask. Asmodeus said Ben 10 or Digivice. You know what? Let me rewind this. You know what's funny, Asmodeus? I forgot that the Digivice has the one that you can transform into a Digimon. So that one might be nice too. Because you have the newer ones where they could, something like Power Rangers almost, or like Ben 10. Like, here's the thing, you could transform into a big beast. So that's the one Digimon, but that would be third for me. That would be third. The Mask is by far the last. I'm not trying to put that on. I'm not. But I like that, Asmodeus. I get why you did that. Shout out to you. Dre Day said Power Rangers. Zelda the Knight said Omnitrix. Easy said Omnitrix. Mike Flock Gang said Mask. You're basically Franklin Richards with the mask. No, you're not. Your Franklin Richards has reality warping on a universal scale. The Mask has reality warping on a city scale. Like he can reality warp around him, meaning like within his vicinity. So like he'll stretch his mouth, open up his body, bring out guns from like a void, anything he wants. Franklin Richards controls everything on a universal scale. Like on a universal scale. He's up there with like the Trial Tribune, whatever the three faces. He's up there with him. And remember, he made Galactus. He remade Galactus. So yeah, Franklin Richards on a whole different level, bro. Whole different level. If you said Franklin Richards, that's Franklin Richards as a child remade the universe. In his own, pretty much to save everybody he loved as a kid. And they didn't even know. So Franklin Richards is a whole different monster, bro. Yeah, Ben 10 is nice. I can understand Digimon now, but I love Gold Zeo Ranger, bro. Loki is the god of mischief. If you don't know him, he is way more devilish and evil in Norse mythology than you see him even on Marvel. Marvel did not do how bad he is. Yeah, my voice because mind you, I go live 5 days a week, 2 videos a day, a short or 2 a day. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just ate a cough drop before I did the live. My throat. Oh man, man's a tenderism. Yes, Franklin Richards is above the Living Tribunal. Yes, cathartic. Thank you. He is. People don't know that. Yes, he is. He's above him. Okay, so I was saying. Yeah, or the level or above him, yeah, okay. I think the only person above Franklin Richards is the Spectre, right? Yeah, which started Ragnarok. Yup, Asmodeus, yup. King Blaze at the next. I'm gonna do the next show with sign language. Y'all wildin', bro. Stop trying me like that, bro. Tender in the throat glasses. Y'all saying my voice gone. My voice gone, bro, but it is what it is. I be trying, bro. Listen, man. So you guys know I give it 100%. I don't be half-stepping. The one above all, yes. The one above all, TOA, yes. I think the one above all and the one below all are stronger than Franklin. That's about it. And the one above all is pretty much maxed as the Abrahamic Christian God. That's what he is. But guys, that's another episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, smack that like button before you leave also. And I'll see you here at the same time tomorrow. Okay, guys? Okay, guys? Be blessed. And I'm out this piece. Peace. And I'm out, guys. Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy. Do not